Assassins killed his father, unaware he possesses superhuman abilities. All his life, he thought he was weak, stuck in a dead-end job, drowning in anxiety, and constantly pushed around by everyone. Then one day, assassins kill his father, and everything starts to fall apart. Strange things begin happening around him. His senses feel sharper, time feels slower, his body reacts in ways he can't explain. The same people who ended his father's life are still out there, confident the job is done. But they have no idea that their actions didn't end a story. They started one, and the quiet, powerless man they ignored is about to become their biggest problem. The movie begins with Wesley Gibson, an office worker who feels trapped in a dull routine. His boss, Janice, is rude and controlling, but everyone pretends she is pleasant just because it is her birthday. Wesley feels like he is on the edge, worn down by his life. His girlfriend cheats on him with his best friend Barry, and he often wonders about his father, a man who left when Wesley was only a week old.
Care about anything. My name is Wesley Gibson. My dad walked out on my mom when I was 7 days old.
Elsewhere, Wesley's father, known as Mr. X, meets a woman who specializes in tracing bullets. She looks startled to see him, but he makes it clear she is alive only because he allows it. Before she can explain much,
meaning it's untraceable.
A sniper from a nearby building kills her. Mr. X reacts fast, using strange abilities to sprint across the air between buildings. He takes out the sniper, even curving a bullet mid-air. But Cross, a former assassin, is waiting. He reveals that everything has gone according to plan and delivers a perfect headshot, killing Mr. X. Back in the city, Wesley deals with his girlfriend's constant complaints about the train noise in their apartment until he finally snaps at her. At work, Janice piles more pressure on him, leaving him so anxious that he relies on pills to calm himself. After work, he heads to a drugstore and notices a stranger staring at him. Cross. Before he can react, a woman named Fox appears. She tells Wesley that his father, once the greatest assassin alive, was killed by Cross, and now Cross is after him.
Your father died yesterday on the rooftop of the Metropolitan Building.
Your father was one of the greatest assassins who ever lived.
Gunfire erupts as Fox curves bullets to block Cross's view, shattering mirrors all around them. She drags Wesley into her car, speeding away as Cross gives chase. Wesley begs to be let out so he can go to the police, but Fox only drives faster, crashing into an ice cream truck to spark a brutal gunfight. She fights with unmatched skill, climbing onto the roof and unloading bullets, while Wesley shoots blindly in panic. Cross counters with curved shots, blowing out their tire, but Fox keeps control and pulls off a wild stunt, flipping over a police barricade and landing on a bus to escape. Wesley later wakes up in a strange building, surrounded by Fox and other men. Their leader, Mr. Sloan, orders him to prove himself by shooting the wings off flies.
Shoot the wings off the flies.
At first, he thinks it is insane, but when another assassin presses a gun to his head, his senses suddenly sharpen. He fires and actually hits the flies. Sloan explains this is no accident. It is a rare ability that allows him to process and react faster than normal people. Sloan calls wasting this gift true madness, especially since Wesley's father was their greatest killer. He introduces the group as the Fraternity of Assassins. Wesley cannot handle the truth and runs away. The next morning, he assumes it was a dream until he notices the same gun by his side. At the ATM, he finds $3 million in his account. Seeing his chance to change his life, he storms into work. When Janice starts nagging again, he finally explodes, shocking the entire office.
She has one single iota of tenuous... You don't need this.
Wesley finally loses control at work, smashing a keyboard across Barry's face before storming out. Outside, he notices wanted posters of himself and Fox, a clear sign that his life has changed forever. Right then, Fox shows up, and Wesley eagerly jumps into her car, ready to embrace what comes next. She drives him back to the fraternity's base, cleverly hidden as a textile factory. Curious, Wesley asks Sloan if it is only a cover, but Sloan calmly tells him the mill is real. When Wesley jokes about whether they make clothes or kill people, Sloan ignores the humor and asks if he is prepared for the truth. Determined not to return to his old life, Wesley agrees. Fox takes him to the repairman, a brutal trainer who punches Wesley's face in without hesitation.
What the fuck?
Next, she leads him to the butcher, a master of knives, who insists blades are the purest tools for killing. When Wesley hesitates, the butcher stabs his hand as a harsh lesson. Wesley later wakes covered in a strange wax-like substance, explained as a method to speed healing. As soon as he recovers, Fox delivers him to the gunsmith for firearms training. Wesley is shocked when his targets turn out to be real corpses.
God, you guys, that is so realistic. Hey, we can't shoot a dead woman.
But the gunsmith explains that death cannot be taught with paper. Training begins with curving bullets. Wesley laughs at the idea until Sloan himself demonstrates, curving a shot with precision. Fox later drags Wesley into live combat, throwing him onto a speeding train where he barely survives. Back in the recovery room, broken and sore, he realizes there is no turning back. The next day, the fraternity mourns one of their own, killed by Cross. Sloan makes it clear Wesley must continue because only he has the ability to stop him.
Cross is taking us out one by one.
Wesley is the only one who can get to him. Get back to work.
His next trial is catching a shuttle in a weaving machine, a task that requires slowing time. He fails again and again, finally storming out in anger. Sloan reminds him that discipline, not rage, makes an assassin. Fox confronts him, beating him into admitting that he does not even know who he really is. That confession softens her, and for the first time, she sees his honesty as strength.
I said I don't know who I am.
Sloan then brings Wesley into his father's old room, revealing he was once his partner. He explains how Cross betrayed the fraternity and killed Wesley's father. The truth inspires Wesley to embrace his path. He trains harder than ever, studying Cross's tactics and sharpening his own. After weeks of suffering, he finally beats the butcher, catches the shuttle, and sprints across moving trains with Fox without fear. His final challenge is mastering the curved bullet. At the range, Fox pushes him to focus, and at last, he bends a shot perfectly around her. Sloan praises him and welcomes him fully into the fraternity. He then reveals their greatest secret, the Loom of Fate, an ancient system that weaves threads into names, dictating who must die. Wesley asks where the names come from, but Sloan dismisses the question and gives him his first assignment. Fox briefs him. He must shoot a man from a train, hitting a target inside a building. Wesley hesitates, haunted by doubt, and asks her if the targets truly deserve death.
I didn't know if he was bad. I didn't know anything about him. Killing someone we know nothing about.
Fox answers with a grim tale of a family murdered because one assassin once failed to kill when he should have. Her words press the weight of destiny onto him as he steadies his hand. Wesley becomes convinced and follows orders, eliminating the target without hesitation. Hungry to rise further, Wesley continues his next mission against a man traveling in a bulletproof limo. With Fox's help, Wesley flips his own car over the limo and fires a perfect shot through the sunroof, killing the man before escaping. Exhausted but certain of his growth, Wesley finally returns to his apartment, only to find Barry with his girlfriend. Wesley kicks the door open to retrieve his father's gun. His ex-girlfriend mocks him for not being a real man, but Fox walks in and silences her by kissing Wesley. Even Wesley becomes surprised. As he waits for Fox to bring the car, Cross suddenly fires at him and disappears. Wesley chases, shooting wildly, but Cross vanishes again. Trying to sense him, Wesley misfires and kills the exterminator. Cross then curves a bullet from across the room, striking Wesley in the shoulder. He later wakes up in the recovery room, pulls the bullet out, and shows it to Sloan. It is the first traceable bullet, one that leads back to Eastern Moravia, birthplace of the fraternity. Determined to hunt Cross, Wesley demands the mission. Sloan hands him a loom with Cross's name, but after Wesley leaves, Sloan secretly gives Fox another loom with Wesley's name written on it as her next assignment.
Your next assignment.
Wesley arrives in Moravia and finds the man named Pekwarski, who forged Cross's bullet. Pekwarski runs, forcing Wesley to chase him, but soon Wesley is held at gunpoint. Fox appears in time to save him. Wesley demands Cross's location, and Pekwarski agrees to set up a meeting. He leads them to a train platform, but betrays them, running away. Wesley senses Cross is already on the train and boards alone, unaware it is a trap meant to divide them. Inside, Cross ambushes him, and they trade shots, their bullets colliding in midair. Meanwhile, Fox follows the train in a car and crashes into it, climbing on board. The collision destabilizes the train, and when the driver hits the emergency brake, the entire train begins sliding off a cliff. Fox is thrown, but manages to climb back up. As Wesley nearly falls, Cross unexpectedly saves him. But Wesley reacts by shooting Cross, and the train plunges into a deep gorge, wedged between cliffs. Wesley survives and prepares to finish him, but Cross reveals a shocking truth. Wesley is his son.
You're my son.
Before he can explain further, Cross dies. Stunned, Wesley turns to Fox, who confirms the Cross's words. She shoots the glass beneath him, sending him into the water with Cross's body. Wesley later wakes in a recovery bath across from Cross's old apartment. Pekwarski saves him and explains that Cross always watched over him, showing childhood photos. He reveals that when Cross left the fraternity, Sloan began targeting Wesley, and Cross had been trying to save him. Overwhelmed with guilt, Wesley promises revenge.
He wasn't trying to kill you. When Cross left the fraternity, Sloan hunted you down.
Pekwarski explains that Sloan began making fake targets for money after learning that the Loom of Fate had chosen him. He never told the fraternity that they were no longer following destiny, but working as hired killers. Cross found out the truth, left the group, and started hunting its members to keep them away from his son. Pekwarski leaves, reminding Wesley that his father wanted him to live without violence. After that, Wesley explores his father's closet, uncovers a hidden room full of weapons and maps belonging to his father, deciding to go after Sloan. Meanwhile, Fox returns to the fraternity and convinces the others that Wesley is dead. Using his father's plans, Wesley straps explosives to rats to break into the fraternity's headquarters and wipes out nearly every member inside. When he reaches Sloan's office, he exposes the truth to the others. Sloan admits that all of their names were already chosen by the Loom, and he only acted to protect them. He gives them a choice: follow the code and end themselves, or break it and kill Wesley.
This is a kill order. It's got Sloan's name on it.
Your name came up. Everyone in this room, I saved your life.
The members hesitate, thinking about killing Wesley instead, but Fox decides the code matters more. She turns on the others and fires a curved shot that kills everyone in the room except Sloan and Wesley. She distracts Wesley with her gun before dying by her own bullet. In the chaos, the Loom of Fate is destroyed, and Sloan escapes. Wesley is once again left with nothing. Time passes, and a man is later seen sitting at his desk. Sloan appears and points a gun at the back of the man's head. The man turns, but it's only a decoy. From far away, Wesley fires a long-distance shot that ends Sloan's life.